Obviously, I was pleased with our effort on the boards today. I think anytime you get 54 rebounds against a team like Old Dominion, you got to be pleased with that. And obviously, I'm pleased with the offensive production overall of this team. I mean, one of the areas of concern coming into this year was how are we going to replace our leading scorer in Alex Montgomery. And I think you've seen how Don May and some of the others have stepped up and really contributed on that end. And I thought the game was a tale of two halves. I thought the first half, our inside play wasn't as dominant. I thought in the second half, to start the second half, our inside players pretty much controlled the glass and were able to score effectively inside.
Coach, we know that Dawn May had a great game. She had 14 points, 10 assists, 1 turnover. But Sasha also had a big game. She was a big part of that starting run in the second half. Can you tell us about that?
Well, I think one of the things at halftime we talked about was that we need to be more aggressive inside. We need to get the ball inside, and we needed Sasha and Chelsea and Danny and Nisha to make plays for us. And I really felt like we started out, Sasha kind of set the tone early, got a couple baskets. And, I think one of the things we got to look at is Dawn May makes things look a little bit easier. We get easier baskets with her on the floor because she's able to break down the defense and create shots with their players facing the basket. They don't have to make moves every single time to score because she does such a great job of penetrating and kicking and finding people.
Every player, it looks like, got off the bench and got a chance to play today. Sasha, a few minutes ago, told us that she said you have 13 players. They're all capable of starting. They're all expected to be able to contribute. Do you think that she'll be going very deep into the bench over the coming season?
Well, obviously, I would like to do that because with us playing more up tempo on the offensive end, and obviously we play up tempo on the defensive end. You can see that we're up and down a lot more than we were in the past, and I think that's one of the things you got to have depth to be able to do that. So the more players we can develop throughout the course of this pre-conference season, the more players we're going to be able to use in the ACC season. Well, one of the things we pride ourselves in, we built this program on defense and rebounding, and one of the things we pride ourselves in is being able to turn people over and wreak havoc on the defensive end. And I felt like, with our traps and our presses and our changing defenses, we were able to disrupt Old Dominion a little bit on the offensive end and create some of those turnovers, created some easy baskets for us on the offensive end.
Coach, this game is a visit to Marquette. How do you prepare the team for a game where so few of Marquette's players are coming back next year? They lost to Angel, and there's not a whole lot of people coming back from Marquette.
Right. One of the things that we're looking forward to is that challenge of playing a team like Marquette, a team that's in the Big East Conference. It gives us an opportunity to go up against a power conference early in the season. And Marquette's always a traditionally tough women's basketball program. So we're looking forward to that matchup. They do have 6 and 7 freshmen, I believe, that are playing significant minutes for them. So I do know that's gonna present some challenges for them. We got 5 seniors and they got 6 freshmen, situation. But anytime you go on the road, you got to battle, you got to outwork people. And I think it's our first road game of the season, even though we did play a couple exhibitions on the road, and I'm anxious to see how we handle that.
And Coach, I said that you'll be coaching barefoot.
Yeah, I'm more worried about that than I am worried about us playing defense, I think, in that game. But I'm excited about this. I think it's a great cause. It's Souls for Jesus, and the Marquette folks asked us to do it, and we're definitely going to support that. And along with Terry Mitchell, the head coach at Marquette, I'm going to coach that game barefoot. So I better figure that out real quick.
Give all the credit to Old Dominion. They're a great team. They have a great program. They're going to do some great things throughout the season. But redemption was the motivation for this game tonight. We knew that Old Dominion, if we let them, they would be all over us, all in us, that we had to come and play hard the first 5 minutes, and we had to set the tone. Our main focus was that our post game, we had to get the ball inside. There's obviously a height and power advantage, so that was where our main focus was to get the ball inside. I feel like we had put up a great effort. There's still some things that with any team that we have to get better at, but I mean, as far as game 2, I'm very proud of me and my teammates. So.
How was it coming back today after only a day's rest?
I mean, it's just one of those things. It's season time, There are going to be games where you have like a day of rest in between. In the NCAA tournament, this is just how it is. You play a game, all right, you rest for a day, and then you play the next game the next night. I mean, we just have to come together and be disciplined enough to focus in and know that, this game over, but we got to rest up, take care of our bodies, and be ready for the next one.
Sasha, it seemed a little bit bit sluggish in the first half, but you seem to find your second half rhythm, and you're really a big part of that. You just seem to be able to do whatever you want to do in that 15-1 run. Talk about that run in the second half that you had.
We didn't like how we were playing the first half, first and foremost. We didn't look at the score. We were just like, as far as us taking pride in Georgia Tech program, we didn't feel like our first half was our best. So our main focus was coming out and delivering a punch and showing everyone what Georgia Tech basketball was about, because we misrepresented it the first half. So basically that was our main focus the second half, and I feel like we executed it well.
Talk about Dawn's game. You had a great game. Dawn had 14 points and assists. Talk about what she's going to bring to the team this year.
Dawn is amazing. She's developed amazingly. Summertime, I think she was one of the hardest working players that played for Georgia Tech this past summer. All I saw was Dawn always getting shots up, going hard in our workouts. And then preseason was no different. Dawn came out, worked hard, worked on her weaknesses, and I feel like Dawn is finally finding herself in this program and in this Georgia Tech defense. I mean, she has great vision. In transition, there's no stopping her, and her passes are unbelievable.